Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you are here. Today we are talking about another disastrous interview with Carlos King and Martell Holt this week, you guys. Because as you guys know, they are parading, they are knocking on the doors of every Atlanta news media outlet to promote Martell, you guys. To promote Martell and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's call it for what it is. Carlos King claims it's to celebrate the 100th episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But if that was the case, you would have had more cast members with you, right? You wouldn't have just had Martell, right? And it was embarrassing because they were on Dish Nation and with Tamar and everybody was being messy. Everybody was being absolutely messy. So with that being said, Carlos King throws shade at Martell about him, you know, not being trustworthy, not to believe anything that comes out of his mouth or whatever. And then Martell is throwing shade at Carlos and was trying to throw a dig and said that his favorite cast member is Melody Holt. And said Melody Holt, you guys. He still refers to her as Melody Holt, not Melody Cherie. But we all know that's hogwash because Love and Marriage Huntsville cast has said repeatedly that Carlos King's favorite is actually Martell. Like the person he's going on this press tour with, right? The person who is sitting directly next to him, right? And then Martell denies Kenya Moore's account of the whole DM fiasco. So Martell claims that he DM'd Kenya 2 years ago, not 6 months ago. And it was due to something that she said in Carlos King's interview. And here's what Kenya said that I recall, right? I recall Kenya saying at that time, this was a couple of years ago, that Martell was handsome and that she wanted him to do right by his family and some other things. And so that's why Martell reached out to her. But I am curious to see Kenya's receipts as far as what actually was said. And if Martell, in fact, then was trying to start a relationship or start something to try to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta back then. Then they talked about, you know, how Carlos King cried when he met Melody, Cherie, and Martell at the airport. And somebody threw shade and said that Carlos was thinking all of the money he was about to make off of them and everything else. Like it was just a hot mess. I don't understand, you know, what Carlos thinks he's accomplishing this week, but it really just kind of shows how messy he is. Absolutely how messy he is. And for some reason, Tamar's throwing shade at Kenya, saying that, you know, she's 50 years old and desperate because she was excited about a message from Martell in her DMs. What? Seriously, Tamar? You were just single 5 minutes ago yourself. Like, let's keep it a buck for what it is. I don't understand shading anybody. You can find love at any age, you guys. Like, there's no limit to doing whatever you want to do when you want to do it. But this whole thing where people think that, like, you're damaged goods or something if you are not married by a certain age or don't have kids by a certain age is just hogwash. It's just brainwash material. So see you, you know, aspire to hurry up and get married and hurry up and have kids by somebody, only to find out that they're toxic and they were a waste of your time and, you know, are going to put you through a life worth of drama and chaos, right? Do you want that, or do you want to take your time and when the right person comes along, they come along? Like it's a no-brainer to me, right? But again, when you have this mentality that, you know, you have to have a man to feel validated or to feel important or to feel something, you already know what happens. You start to put up with all kinds of foolishness and shenanigans just to say you have somebody. Shout out to Martell's side chick, right? So who's been MIA, you know, for a few weeks now, you guys, which is a little surprising because you would think with all of this stuff, all of this talk, all of this footage with Martell and Cherie on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she would come peeking out the shadows and try to, you know, once again reinforce that this is fake news and that this isn't a real relationship. But she has gone into hiding, you guys. She has gone into hiding because there's nothing for her to benefit right now. There's nothing for her to benefit, and it is going to get worse the moment the Real Housewives of Atlanta premieres next Sunday, and I can't wait for the theatrics and the fireworks that is going to come from that. But Carlos made a mistake this week in thinking that being the chaperone slash babysitter slash spokesperson for Martell was going to work in his favor, because as we can see now, they are too busy shading each other than actually answering the questions that are being provided to them by the people interviewing them. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.